Welcome to Browser Web and Tracking Tools. This is going to be our overview of the tools used in the course. So here's a list of the web tools, and to the right of them, I put an affiliate link. So if you'd like to go through the affiliate link, awesome, that helps me out. If not, completely understand. So instead of staring at the list of tools, I'm going to leave them here for a second. That way you can pause the video on the web tools with tracking tools. Then I'm going to leave browser tools up for a second so you can pause here as well too. But what I want to do is just show you in the browser so you can get a feel for the tools that we're going to use as I go through a quick overview of each. SEMrush. This is a great tool for a lot of different stuff. You have the ability, we're going to do site audit in here, in which you can do it on your own site. You can do it on competitor sites. You can drop keywords in there. You can check out organic rankings. You can analyze banner ads, you can analyze paid advertising, they've got SEO suggestions, they got content suggestions. This tool is an awesome tool, and when we go through it, you'll see why, and I use it all the time for all my accounts. Next, we have Majestic. Majestic is a place that we can look at our topical flow, citation flow, trust flow, get a list of domains that are pointing back to a site that they can uncover. It provides us with a lot of detailed information, not only on what's going on our site from a backlink perspective, but also with others. Then we have Spin Rewriter. This is a tool that we take, let's say that we aggregate a bunch of content. We're not too worried about the readability index. We drop it in here. It rewrites that information for us, saves us time and hassle, depending on what our objectives and goals are, so that way we get some unique content. Then we have Moz Open Explorer. This is a great tool where we get an idea of a little bit of the backlinks. We'll get the ability to look at a page authority and domain authority. I've been using the Moz Local to build out the primary citations, and there's some other key aspects to this that we're going to use in order to analyze and set standards for sites along with Majestic. We've got our bulk PADA checker, so you can have up to about 10 sites on here and it'll give us a list. So this is helpful when we're looking at competitors, because we don't want to drop everyone into the Moz Explorer and have to individually go through it. This allows us to do it in bulk, or at least 10 in bulk. Social Adder. This is a great place to get social likes, to get social engagement. It's cost effective and I really enjoy doing this, and I'll show you in a future video on how I leverage this. WhiteSpark. This is our place for finding out about citations. This is where we'll plug in our competition. This is where we'll plug in our own sites, find out what citations we have, citations for a specific type of search in that geo area, and then we'll build out what we need to go after to help get us to rank. Fiverr, great site. There's so much that you can do on Fiverr as far as getting writing, video, animation. I wouldn't trust anyone's digital marketing on Fiverr. You may be able to get some good gigs, though, that we'll go through as far as getting some Web 2.0 embeds for videos, getting videos created, a lot of good stuff here. iWriter. I get a lot of content written on iWriter. I have specific writers that I work with now that I've developed relationships with, depending on what the complexity of the project is or how it needs to be written. You can have everything as low as $1.25 up. Copyscape. This is a place that we use to identify if we've got dupe content on our site. And then we can adjust the copy as needed, or even potentially find others that are copying our stuff and say, hey, you need to stop plagiarizing. BuzzSumo. This is a cool place that we can come and get an idea of what may be trending. So they put big data. They found this has the most shares. And then essentially all you do is you just rewrite what they did, make it 10 times better, and then go after their market. Upwork. If you're looking for a virtual assistant, this is a great place to find one. If you're looking for more professional help, this is the place to be versus Fiverr. I've hired accountants off here, virtual assistants, developers, a broad range of people with different types of skill sets from all over the world. Readable.io. I like using this so that way I can help write better copy. If it's easier to read, it's easier for someone to engage with on the site. having good content that's easy to read and engage with is going to help people get to our ultimate goal of converting them into a customer, a client, or a patient. Hotjar, this is a great tool. We're going to use this so we can track heat maps, so we can see what people do on the site and record what users do on the site, so that way we can optimize based on the feedback we get from this tool. CallRail, awesome call tracking platform. So we leave our phone number on the site. It can swap out the numbers. We can assign dedicated numbers so we can see how traffic's getting to our site and what traffic's converting. Google Analytics lets us know what the users are doing when they hit the site, where they come from, where they're going. A very, very in-depth tool in which we're barely even going to scratch the surface. Keyword Planner, this is how we're going to find out the search volume for keywords, what Google believes their CPC and bid is, as well as what their difficulty may be. Search Console, this is our Google Webmaster Tools. This is where we're going to come to see what's going on as far as what Google believes from a webmaster perspective of what we may need to fix, what we're actually starting to rank from, and we'll get a lot of information that we'll be able to use. Bing Webmaster Tools, same idea. I believe they provide even more value on the SEO side because they'll go page by page and give you suggestions. Then we have our browser tools. These browser tools, so we have our open SEO stats. So this is just quick, high level. We can see pretty easily a lot of information that we're looking for on the technical aspect that doesn't appear. Link checker. This link checker lets us know if all the links are valid, and if we have invalid link, like this one right here, we go and we fix it. Then we've got Moz Toolbar, which will give us an idea of the PA and DA. Then we have our Tag Assistant by Google. So we'll be able to see if tracking is correct on our site for Google. And we've got our SEO Quake. This will give us a lot of information around keyword density, page info, as far as more depth than our open SEO stats. And then we have our Inspect and Element, which is a great tool because you can play around, especially your web developer will use that to see if there's alt attributes on images, file names, quick and simple way we can change colors if you're doing web developing. Very, very in-depth and granular tool that you can use to update code on the front end that you can apply to the back end to see exactly what you're doing. So that's it for the tools. Hopefully you find this helpful. Get into it. Start looking at these. Get familiar with them. We're going to be using them a lot. And looking forward to teaching you more in the next video.